Justin Verlander's new contract is...
Salaries for athletes continue to skyrocket. We hear it in media reports on a constant basis.
Justin Verlander, extension in total could be worth $202 million.
It is a new contract for quarterback Tony Romo in Dallas.
I'm told this deal will average between $17 and $18 million a year.
Albert Pujols, now with the Angels, for $254 million.
Soaring salaries have piqued the interest of some sports media experts.
While the economy worldwide has kind of gone down, the economy for sports television is just going out of sight.
I'm seeing a shift where teams are having a harder time selling tickets because people can watch it at home.
So it's an issue that's certainly going to have to be dealt with soon.
And it is not just salaries for male athletes.
Watch Danica Patrick. They made a decision to try.
Race car driver Danica Patrick earned $12 million just 2 years ago, according to Forbes magazine. It is evidence that in the economic equation, sports plus money equals many athletes, coaches, and media companies are recession-proof.
The cost to air a single 30-second ad during the Super Bowl this year has jumped to $3.8 million. Want to know
Several networks have expanded sports coverage, paying increasing rights fees for events, including the Olympics. Meanwhile, the NFL is more profitable than ever, and businesses are paying for multi-million-dollar Super Bowl ads. Tommy Boris, an assistant professor teaching sports journalism at Tennessee State University, says people want more sports.
You've got 24-hour cable networks that have to fill their time with something, and when you've got that kind of supply and demand, sports people are going to win, and they've been winning huge, and of course this trickles down to athletes and coaches.
We have seen a shift in the economics of sports. Teams once relied heavily on ticket sales, but now the largest slice of the pie comes from media advertising, according to Rich Tyner, professor of media studies at Belmont University. Tyner uses the NFL's Tennessee Titans as an example.
I did the math of estimating the amount of revenue for the Titans based on season tickets, the number of seats, the average ticket price. It doesn't come anywhere close to paying the bills in professional sports. The fact that it's advertising that's funding it makes it less susceptible to declines in the economy.
Athletes and networks aren't the only ones who are recession-proof. You also have the football and basketball coaches.
The average coach in the whole football bowl subdivision is over $1 million, and in the BCS.
So UCLA tabs New Mexico's Steve Alford as their new head coach to replace Ben Howland. Receives a 7-year contract worth a total of $18.2 million. That's
TSU professor Tommy Boris cites numerous coaches currently making $3 to $5 million per year.
It can now be justified because a lot of colleges, especially the BCS type schools, are going to be getting $24 million, $25 million a year just from their current contract.
Austin Peay State University sports journalism professor Barry Gresham says despite sky-high salaries, salary caps in many leagues, and performance-enhancing drug issues, attendance has been up.
Everything you think might lead to a change or a dip in attendance or issues with fans coming to the ballpark, we haven't seen it. So everything you logically would think would happen has not been the case so far.
Fans will always want to attend the games, but high ticket, concession, and parking prices mean the demand for tickets may decrease. The result? TSU professor Tommy Boris says the home media experience is hard to beat.
If you've got a 60-inch high-definition TV, the question is now, why would you want to go to a game in person unless you have a real interest in being there? You go to one game, but you only get the one game. But if you're at home, you not only have the convenience of being home, you get to watch every other game if you want to.
Tyner and Boris agree. The money question is, for some, not so much about the fan that can't afford the ticket. It is those who are upset with skyrocketing salaries for players and coaches, along with the off-the-field poor behavior of some athletes that is a turnoff.
Because I just don't think you're going to be seeing the kinds of dollars coming from advertisers that we've been seeing.
But for the average fan, someone who just wants to go to a game, I think that person is going to be sitting at home in the next 2 or 3 years and will probably never see the inside of a stadium anywhere, and that would be terrible.
Some don't blame the players, citing that team owners and networks make far more than the athletes. Others say a reduction in player salaries is necessary. It is likely inflated paychecks for athletes will be a continuing trend. It is the way many organizations do business, by profiting from their player performance, television, and endorsement deals. I'm Terry Likes. You're listening to Tennessee Matters from the Tennessee Radio Network.